start again. It's a Redskin.
Welcome back to another video, guys. So I've got something really exciting to show you today. I can't turn it over because it's got my name and address on. So I recently did a video making my own little nail templates so you can make your own little stickers, decal type things, using a little mini printer that I got off Temu. But I had quite a few of you in the comments that mentioned you don't know how to get images and resize them and all that stuff. Some of you are not quite tech savvy, but you loved it. So I've got something here where they're pre-made for you. You can buy them. This is from a store on Etsy. So I'm just going to pull everything out and then we'll go through everything that's in it, and we'll have a little play today. Oh, look at this. This is cute. I love little added extras like this. And we've got a little chocolate witch. Oh, that's cute. So this is from a lovely lady called Sharon. She does have her own YouTube channel, so there's all her social media platforms there, and I'll leave below video links. She's already done a couple of videos using these stencils and explaining what they're all about, so definitely head over there. She will probably give you a lot more information than I'm about to give you. So shall we just see what we've got and then we'll have a talk through it. Right, so these are the digital download. The quickest and cheapest way to get these templates is digital download. So you would purchase them from an Etsy store and print them off yourself at home, so you're getting them instant there and then, and you can laminate them yourself or you can put them in a plastic sleeve. However you choose to do it, you can get the digital download and do it yourself. So these are A4 size downloads, and I think the digital downloads are, yeah, £3.50. £3.50, and you're getting 1, 2, 3, 4 templates. So we've got the freehand space, then we've got French tips, then we've got shapes and multi-mix. So you're getting 4 different templates. We've got different shapes, different sizes, and she's done that with everything. We've got a small, a medium and a large, a small, a medium and a large for all different size nails. And to maximise the space, she's done shapes inside shapes. I love that. Hearts and stars are notoriously hard to draw on nails. Not just because they're hard anyway, but nails are curved. It's so much easier to be able to draw on paint on a flat surface. And we've got all your French smile lines, French tips. We've got chevrons, all different ones. Leaves, flames. Just all your basic, classic, standard shapes on there, isn't there? And you can cut these out and put them in your own little folder as well. Love that. So that is the digital download that is £3.50. And we've got all instructions there if you want to have a quick read of that. We're going to have a play today anyway. So let me just move that to the back for now. Or you can get these. I love this packaging. You get 4 of these. These are size A6, and you get 4 of these in a little Ziploc pouch for £5. £5, and it's free shipping as well. I think that's fantastic value for money. I really, really do. So these ones are already laminated. They're already ready to go. They've all got instructions on the back. Fantastic. So shall we have a little play? She's also going to be slowly but surely adding more and more of these to her Etsy store. These are going to be fantastic to collect, aren't they? These are amazing quality. Fantastic quality, they really are. I don't know if I mentioned as well, I probably have. Sharon's already done a couple of videos using them and having a little play about. She's still learning as well. I think it's going to be the case of everybody is going to have their own different way of doing these things. There's no right way, there's no wrong way. Yeah, I think just have a play and work out how you can get the most out of them. Right, so let's get on with it. I like this. This is so you can practice your freehand. You can practice stuff in there. I like this. I like that. That's kind of a staple kind of template to keep, isn't it? I'm not sure what to go for first. I think I'm going to go for something that is notoriously difficult, like a rose. I know a lot of people struggle with roses. I think we'll go for one of those. So I'm using Modern Glam's gel paints. You can use gel paints, gel polish. So I've seen some people putting a little matte top coat down first or a base coat down first. I've seen it being done a few different ways. I'm going to paint straight onto the template, and then I'm going to go over the template with a base coat. So I've got a tacky layer, I think. So let's get going. See, normally I'd have it flat like this, but I need my head to be directly over the top of it, and I can't get my head over the top of it, so I'm going to hold mine like this. But I would advise having it flat like this and painting it, but I can't get my head under here, so I am just going to hold it like this. So I'm just going to use a teeny tiny little brush, and I'm literally just going to colour in this template. I will say, try and keep your gel polish layers really thin. You want to get them as thin as possible. So I'm just going to speed this up, guys. I am just going to colour in all the grey part. Right guys, so that is that painted. I'm going to stick that in the lamp now for 60 seconds. So whilst that's in the lamp, I'm just going to put a little bit of base coat on this palette. I've seen people using top coat, base coat. I'm using base coat just because it's got a tacky layer, and we'll see how that goes. So I'm just going to wipe the top of this because I don't want it to smudge. So I'm going to use this base coat very, very sparingly. I'm going to go around the whole image, and I'm going to leave a little lip around the outside, because when I flick it up with my tweezers in a minute, I don't want to be flicking into the actual image in case I damage it. So I'm going to leave just a little millimetre lip around the edge of the whole image. And you want to keep this base coat as thin as possible. So I'm going to cover the whole thing now, and just leave that one little millimetre lip around the whole image. I should have used a bigger brush for this, but I'm halfway through it now. Right, so that's that completely covered. Can you see? I'm just going to stick that in the lamp now for 30 seconds. Right guys, so that is it cured. I've painted a swatch stick white, and I have left a tacky layer on, just because it'll give me an extra bit of tackiness, won't it? So this is why I wanted that lip for my tweezers. I didn't want to be picking into that red bit in case I damaged it. My tweezers are not very short. So I'm just going to pick into the side of that lip that I did with the base coat. And then you do need to peel it up. I think I've done my base coat a bit too thin. Just slowly peel it up. I think I'm just going to loosen it all the way around, and then I'm going to peel it up. This is probably the hardest part, actually. Painting it's the easy bit. It's this peeling it up. I think I've done my base coat a little bit too thin. Couldn't get that very last bit off. So I'm going to stick this down now on the nail. So I'm going to stick this straight onto the gel polish tacky layer. This is why you want to try and keep that base coat thin, because if you do that base coat too thick, you're going to struggle to get it to lay flat. So I'm just going to press it down all them edges. I'm wondering if this would work better if you put it onto, you know, if you used a foil gel on the base of the nail first. Do you know what? I did think of using a foil glue to stick these down. I thought that might work better. Right, so I'm just going to give that a top coat just to get it sealed in. Look at that, we have a rose. I don't know why I've done it up to the top left there, but it's stuck there now. See if I can slide it down a little bit so it's a little bit more in the centre. There we go. Right, I'm just going to get that top coated and seal it in. Yeah, I think everybody's going to find their own way of doing these, aren't they? There's a few different ways. I've seen people putting a base coat down first on the stencil, or putting it on last like I did. See, I've not stuck that down at the edge. Putting it on last like I did. I think it's going to be a bit of trial and error, isn't it? Right, I'm just going to stick that in the lamp. Look at this. Perfect rose. So, there we go. That is my rose on. Do you know what I would probably do with this rose? I would use a silver or a black now. And I would probably do a couple of little flicks like this. Just on the inside of those petals. Just to give it a little bit of depth. Or you could do this on the stencil before you do the red. You could do these little black lines. I like that. I do like that. You could go around all of them. I'm very tempted to go around all of them, but I'm not going to. Right, so I'm just going to stick that in the lamp and we'll do something else quickly, shall we? Oh, look at that. That looks like a sticker, doesn't it? Love that. Right, I think now we'll do something that's notoriously hard. Or we'll do something. Right, I will do one of these leaves and I'll show you how you're kind of painting it upside down. Images like these leaves, you've got to kind of start. You're kind of painting the image upside down, so I'm going to start with the stalk all the way up the middle of this one. And then I'm just going to do these little flicky lines coming off it. Normally you would do these lines last, but with these images you're kind of painting them upside down. So you want to do these little lines first. Right, I've done the black outline on them leaves. I'm just going to stick that in the lamp and then we're going to colour them in. In between colours as well, guys, wipe them with alcohol just so you don't get any bleeding. It tells you everything on there if you want to screenshot that. So now I'm going to use the green, and again, I'm going to keep it as thin as possible. I'm going to colour all these in, go straight over the top of those black lines, because when you turn the image the right way up, it will be the right way up. You'll see all the little black detail that you've just done. It's a bit like reverse stamping, if anybody's ever done that or watched it being done. It's essentially the same as this, except you don't have to stamp Everything is already done for you. I love it. I think these are brilliant for beginners because it does learn you how to get used to a detailer brush, and it's still teaching you how to do fine lines. People might think it's cheating. There's nothing. There is no cheating with nail art. You do what is easiest for you. And like I said, you are still learning. You're learning how to be precise with your brush. And like I just said, you're learning how to do fine lines and detail. There is no cheating when it comes to nail art. You do the easiest and quickest way for you. Right, so I'm going to stick that in the lamp now, 60 seconds, and then I'm going to go over it with a really, really thin layer of base coat. Right guys, so that's that cured. I've painted this stick with like a pale pink. I've left a little lip just on the top of the leaf on this one. So let's get this peeled up. We got it. So turn it upside down, and can you see we've got the black detail now? Just going to stick that down there. I love these stencils. I can see me using these a lot. It's so difficult to paint on a curved nail. These stencils are a game changer. Yeah, it's definitely just a case of working out what works best. Base coat, top coat, gel paint, gel polish. So I'm going to get this top coated. Yeah, the key is thin layers. The key to getting it to lay flat and stick down is thin layers. Right guys, so that is them done. I really wish I had time to have a more play about with them and try more things, but I am so busy right now. It's unreal. You get the gist. I love that rose. I think that turned out really smart, didn't it? That little black outline, I think really set it off, didn't it? And there's the little leaves. So quickly show you again what's available on the Etsy store. So this is the one you can just print off at home, £3.50, and just put it in a laminate sheet, or if you can completely laminate it, you can do. I think that's a bargain. Or for people, if you haven't got time to be downloading this and laminating it yourself, or if you haven't got a printer, not everybody's got a printer, this is the first package that she's put together, and you get all of these in the little Ziploc bag. Free delivery for £5. I think that is a bargain, I really do. And I just think they're really, really well thought out, well put together with all the different sizes. I like how she's put the shapes inside of shapes just to get the most out of it. It's just got all your basic and classic shapes that you would need, all your smile lines, and then your little freehand practice sheet. And I think it's a really, really well put together little starter kit, isn't it? So handy to just keep in your drawer, in your little Ziploc bag. And if you keep an eye on her Etsy store, she's going to be doing more and more templates, so I think it's going to be a nice little collection to get maybe once a month or something when she brings new designs out, and you can put them all in your little posh Ziploc bag, or you can even buy a folder and put them in a folder. I think that's what I'll be doing, put them in a little folder and start collecting them. Brilliant. Anyway guys, yeah, that'll have to be it for today. I'm sorry I didn't have time to have a bit more of a play about, but if any of you guys end up getting these, tag me in your designs. If anyone's got any tips, tricks, anything that would help, put it in the comments, let all the ladies read. I'll leave everything you need in the description box. I'll leave a link to Sharon's videos as well on her channel, so you can go and see what she did with them. And yeah, anyway, that is it, guys. Please remember to give the video a quick thumbs up, subscribe if you're not already, and hopefully I'll see you all back in my next one. Take care, bye.